Did you know that the iconic Colosseum in Rome was once nearly twice its current size? That's right, the amphitheater that we know and love, the one that's graced countless postcards and travel documentaries, used to be much larger. Finished in 80 AD, the original Colosseum was a mammoth structure, a testament to the might and reach of the Roman Empire. Its purpose? To serve as a grand stage for gladiatorial contests, public spectacles, and dramas based on classical mythology. The Colosseum was a complete, freestanding ellipse, a perfect contrast to the semicircular structure we're familiar with today. The missing element we're talking about is the southern side of the Colosseum. Its absence is responsible for the Colosseum's current iconic shape. But the question that has intrigued historians and visitors alike for centuries is, what happened to the missing half of the Colosseum? Let's uncover the mystery. In 847 AD, a great earthquake struck Rome, causing significant damage to the Colosseum. This was no ordinary tremor. The quake was of such a magnitude that it rattled the very foundations of the iconic amphitheater, especially its southern side. The Colosseum, which had already witnessed centuries of history, was suddenly facing a physical challenge that threatened its very existence. The aftermath of the earthquake was a sight of utter devastation. The southern side, once a proud testament to Roman engineering, was now a heap of ruins. The quake had destabilized the structure, leading to the collapse of a significant part of the amphitheater. The Colosseum, which had once echoed with the roars of gladiators and spectators alike, now stood silent and broken. But even as the dust settled, it became apparent that this was no ordinary disaster. The Colosseum was not just a building, it was a symbol of Rome's past glory and present resilience. The damage inflicted by the earthquake was not just physical, it was a blow to the spirit of the city itself. But the earthquake was just the start of the Colosseum's trials. After the earthquake, the damaged Colosseum became a convenient quarry for builders in Rome. Now imagine the scenario. The once grand amphitheater, now a pile of rubble, was a treasure trove for builders. The fallen stones, steeped in centuries of history, were ripe for the picking. This practice, known as spoliation, was not uncommon in those times. Builders would take advantage of such ruins, repurposing the material for their own constructions. Over time, this led to a further loss of the Colosseum's structure. The builders were not just taking a stone here and there. It was a systematic stripping away of the Colosseum's outer shell. The scale of this stone robbery was so extensive that it significantly contributed to the missing half of the Colosseum. And where did these stones end up, you might wonder? Well, they found new life in some of Rome's most iconic buildings. A prime example is St. Peter's Basilica, one of the largest and most important Christian churches in the world. It's hard to believe, but some of the stones that once formed part of the mighty Colosseum now grace this holy site. It's a fascinating thought, isn't it? The stones that once echoed with the roars of gladiatorial combats and raucous cheers of the crowd now resonate with the solemn prayers of the faithful. A complete transformation of purpose, from a place of brutal sport to a house of worship. But it wasn't just St. Peter's Basilica that benefited from the Colosseum's misfortune. Many other buildings in Rome bear the mark of the Colosseum, a testament to the resourcefulness of the builders of the time. Thus, the missing half of the Colosseum was not lost in one fell swoop, but gradually over centuries of reuse and recycling. The Colosseum, in its ruin, gave birth to new structures, its stones carrying forth the legacy of Rome's past into the city's future. Today, even with only half its original structure, the Colosseum remains a symbol of the Roman Empire's grandeur. It stands not as a complete monument, but as a testament to a past that shaped the course of human history. The Colosseum, even in its semi-ruined state, continues to captivate millions of visitors each year. As one of the world's most popular tourist attractions, it is a poignant reminder of the creative and destructive forces of an empire that once held sway over vast territories. Despite the ravages of time, the Colosseum's remaining structure is carefully preserved, thanks to ongoing conservation efforts. These efforts are crucial, not only to safeguard this architectural marvel for future generations, but also to piece together a narrative of our shared past. Beyond its historical significance, the Colosseum also holds a prominent place in popular culture. Its iconic silhouette has been etched into our collective memory through countless depictions in films, literature, and art. It serves as a powerful backdrop, evoking a sense of awe and wonder at the ingenuity and ambition of the ancient Romans. The missing half of the Colosseum might be gone, but its legacy endures. Its story continues to be written with every visitor who steps into its ancient arena, every scholar who unravels its secrets, and every artist who captures its enduring spirit. The Colosseum, in all its grandeur and mystery, remains a living monument to an empire that has long since passed into the annals of history.